Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to read the next chapter of A Legendary Truth. Chapter 8. Suddenly, a thick fog rolled in. Two attacks blasted down from it, the first knocking away the guards around N, and the second breaking off his body cuff. Solan recognized the moves. That's Psybeam and Magical Leaf. It's Concordia and Anthea, Ash said. They've come to rescue N. Iris was ready to make her own escape as well. It's you, she called to her Pokemon, who was hidden under her hair. Think you can break this band? Exu immediately started pounding away at the metal band. Meanwhile, from within the mysterious fog, Concordia and Anthea spoke to N with an echoey voice. What exactly has happened to you? N stood up and tried to make them understand what he was fighting for. Listen to me, he said. Team Plasma is trying to awaken Reshiram. If they're successful, the tragedy that occurred years ago will surely be repeated. Reshiram was filled with so much rage. I have to find out why. If not, we'll never be able to understand one another. Two members of Team Plasma rushed over, but N threw them off while still addressing his former companions. Without understanding, people and Pokemon are doomed. Doomed without a future. I want Reshiram to believe in humanity. N, return with us, Concordia said from the fog. We cannot afford to lose you, Anthea agreed. N refused. I will not run away, he said. If you really want Pokemon to be happy, then battle with us, side by side. Two pairs of eyes appeared in the fog. Ash recognized them as Concordia's and Anthea's Pokemon, Gardevoir and Gothitelle. Aldith also noticed. She immediately told Solaris to fire the Pokemon control device at them, even though they were hidden behind the fog. Ash saw the beam hit the Pokemon. Oh no! He cried. All right, Aldith said. Now use your powers in the service of Team Plasma, she ordered. Concordia and Anthea were confused and dismayed. They asked their Pokemon what was wrong, but both Pokemon just attacked, knocking the young women over. Gardevoir and Gothitelle had been transformed into Team Plasma's weapons. Back on the platform, the 10 torches blasted fire into the air, which formed a glowing ball surrounding the Lightstone. It got bigger and bigger. Answer, Reshiram, Ghetsis cried. We are awaiting your momentous return to our world. As everyone watched, the Lightstone erupted in a huge flash, transforming into Reshiram. The huge, white, legendary Pokemon spread its wings in the air and let out a giant cry. While their captors were distracted, Exu finally broke through Iris's hand. Band. Thanks, Iris said. Now go and see if you can free Solan too. Exu! It responded eagerly and leaped over to Solan. Reshiram landed on the stone ground right in front of N, who looked up at it, suddenly fearful. But Ghetsis didn't seem afraid. Reshiram, welcome, he said confidently. I am Ghetsis. I have been anxiously awaiting your return. The legendary Pokemon let out a furious cry. Ghetsis responded. I expected you'd be angry. That doesn't matter. You shall be my weapon. He pointed his staff at Reshiram as Solaris aimed the Pokemon control device's beam, and then fired it. Reshiram cried out in pain as it tried to shake off the device's hold. Blue sparks flashed around its body, but it was soon overtaken. Its eyes glowed red. Solaris smiled, satisfied. Reshiram is now completely under our control, he boasted. It's perfect. I'm incredible beyond words. Ghetsis was eager to harness the vast white Pokemon's power. Hear me, Reshiram, he said. By the order of Team Plasma, I command you to engulf those people in flames. Reshiram let out a blast of fire, and then another. and blew toward Concordia and Anthea as Ash and Pikachu braced themselves against the wind. Members of Team Plasma tumbled through the air along with dust and debris. "Run away, or you're finished," Looker called to Iris and Celine. Meowth's tail caught fire and he sprinted around helplessly before jumping behind a bush to put it out. Jessie and James were bracing themselves behind a rock, impressed by Reshram's power. "Imagine Reshram on call 24 hours a day," Jessie marveled. Then Reshram shot a fusion flare fireball at a stone wall, blasting it apart. Members of Team Plasma and their Pokemon were blown into the distance by the force, but Ghetsis didn't even notice. He was just satisfied with his new weapon. "Incredible power," he said to himself, looking up at Reshiram. Jessie and James were not impressed with that kind of leadership. "How self-centered can you get?" Jessie said. "Ghetsis doesn't seem to care what happens to his team," James added. Nearby, Solrus seemed as greedy as Ghetsis. He studied the readouts of Reshram's power on his Pokemon Control Device computer screen. "These numbers are impressive indeed, but there's still more. Reshram's potential is far, far greater than this," he said. Reshram's eyes glowed red as it roared. "Yes, let's prove it. Use Fusion Flare," Solrus commanded. Reshram shot another fireball, sending several Golurk flying. Luckily, Iris, Celine, and Professor Juniper ended up sheltered behind some rocks. They checked up on one another, and Celine called out Crustle to cut through the professor's body cuff. Still in his hiding spot, Ash had seen enough. "We've got to do something, Pikachu," he said. "My friends, the Pokemon. We've got to rescue all of them." Pikachu, Pikachu agreed. Just then, N, Concordia, and Anthea approached Ash, and so did Team Plasma's group of Liepard. "Pikachu, use Thunderbolt," Ash said, and Pikachu charged up and aimed the attack. Team Rocket wasn't happy with how things were going. "If we don't do something, they'll steal the world from us," Jessie said, her hands on her hips. "We've got to grab that machine and scram out of here," Meowth agreed. "Then our Team Rocket empire will become reality," James said. They looked at Ghetsis proudly surveying the devastation Reshiram had caused, and agreed that they'd never be okay with him as their boss. Suddenly, an unfamiliar voice said, "You guys!" Team Rocket whipped around and realized who it was. Looker of the International Police. But Looker wasn't there to get them into trouble. "You're the only ones who can get us out of this awful mess," he said. "Help us out, please." "Us? Help you?" James asked. "What for?" But Meowth had a good reason. "For our rep," he said. Jessie agreed. "Team Rocket's time to shine.